Good morning, you're watching Tablet Guy and welcome back to another exciting video where we'll be showing you the Huawei GT2e smartwatch. This is an amazing watch which has a personality. It's newer, trendier, with more RAM than before. But is it a really superior watch compared to the others? Let's find out. So we're digging into the website of Huawei Watch GT2e and we'll see the differences, the style, the quality and the specification of the watch. What are the new features, how it's different from its previous versions. So let's go ahead. My first impression of the watch was they've sleeked up the design a bit, they've provided some finishing touches, made it more sportier and targeted for a younger audience. So just let me rewind. Just 6 months after the launch of Huawei GT2, Huawei has followed up with the new introduction of the Watch GT2e to coincide with the P40 Lite and P40 and the P40 Pro launch. Now the new watch is more sportier. Is it superior? Apart from the apparent looks and the design, I feel it very similar to the existing model, which is the GT2. In terms of specification, it's almost the same. But yeah, there are some looks which we will discuss right now. The frame is good with a durable design and it pairs up flawlessly with the colorful straps. It's got a really comfortable grip as well. 1.39-inch OLED display is sharp and bright and offers a very good resolution. It's easy to read, even the bright shining sunlight. I'm not a huge fan of default digital reproduction on watch hands and always go for a clean digital clock on any smartwatch that I test. So I would like to keep the watch nice and clean from very colorful watch faces, and Huawei has got all that to do so. So we talk about the design once again because that's all we can talk about. Nothing changes from the GT2 apart from the design. Compared to the classic design of the Huawei GT2 watch, the GT2e has a sportier design and a sportier makeover. The round dials have been reworked into slimmer buttons and right now more streamlined into the bracelet. Huawei has really given in to make this watch more breathable and sweat resistant. I found the GT2e comfortable to wear when exercising. Normally you get a buildup of sweat under the watch, but that's totally normal. It's a water resistant up to 5mm dose, so there's nothing to worry about the damage. It's heavier than I would like the sports watch to be. However, it weighs 43 grams without strap and you can certainly feel it once you get your arms swinging on a run. In terms of performance, you still get Huawei's Kirin A1 chip in the Watch GT2e. However, the RAM has now been doubled on the GT2e and makes up to 4GB from the 2GB on the GT2. Performance is snappy as a result and navigating the menus is fun as it can be on a tiny 1.39-inch display. So there's no 4G LTE version of the smartwatch, however. So that's bad, you still don't get the 4G LTE version and that literally sucks. Huawei's own Light OS is still the preferred operating system for the Huawei smartwatches, so those who are looking for a true Wear OS experience will be disappointed. Everything on the GT2e is managed by the Huawei Health app. Other than that, Huawei Health app is still a successful tracking tool. There are 15 workout modes baked into the watch, including triathlons, pool swimming and cycling. Despite the current limitation for getting out and about, I was permitted to take a short run with the Huawei GT2e. GPS was accurate on the route, well known, run frequently. The heart rate monitor was also accurate. The smartwatch can also measure your VO2 max level, although this can only be measured during running workout sessions. Blood oxygen saturation SpO2 levels are also recorded here, although I am always a little skeptical at the magic of these systems on any fitness tracking tech device. Nice to have a rough guide though, but I would trust the data 100%. Battery life was one of the main strengths of the last year Huawei Watch GT2, and the capacity remains unchanged on the GT2e. It's the same 455 mAh cell which Huawei says will deliver 14 days of battery life. I would shave a couple of days off that number. If you're using the watch to its full potential, I think it would do a lot less. A lot of us would be doing GPS tracking when exercising, for example, one of the quickest way to deplete the battery. But it's also the main function that we use on a smartwatch or a smart tracker. During the actual practical use, we'll be able to get somewhere between 8 to 9 days of battery life out of the GT2e. One of the most interesting things of the smartwatch is the charging, which is done while including charging pad. This grips the back of the smartwatch magnetically. Unlike a lot of smartwatch charging bases, this one features a disconnectable USB-C port, so you can just carry the small white disc around you and you can use your smartphone charger for both your GT2 Watch E and your smartphone. It's a small touch but a smart one in my opinion. For those who actually made it into the video this far, let's go into specification. So let's have a look at the dimensions of the watch, which is 53 in length, 46.8 wide and 10.8mm thick, which is not actually bad, but I would say that this watch might look a bit broader on your wrist. It's definitely not made for faint wrist. The weight is 43 grams. Without the strap. Of course, the strap would add another 5 to 10 grams depending on what kind of strap you're wearing. So I would say that 50 to 55 grams is what you're looking for. Then you have two types of watch cases, the black stainless steel and the stainless steel. In both cases, the material is metal and plastic. Which brings us to the strap. The strap is very hard to pronounce, which is black fluoro and elastomer strap, red and black TPU strap, green and black TPU strap, white fluoro elastomer strap. Wow, those are some really weird names for straps. Now coming to the display is 1.39 inch AMOLED 454x454 HD. The AMOLED touchscreen supports the slide and touch gesture. The GPS is supported and the memory is 4 GB and available capacity is less than this because the software takes a part of it. Yes my friends, the software does take a part of it. So your RAM is compromised. It's not 4 GB, it will end around 3 GB or 2.5 GB. And also the phone has a lot of sensors, so anything that you can think of it will be having. So definitely this phone is sensor savvy. Apparently we have two buttons on the smartwatch. The Bluetooth is 5.1, the battery life is 14 days on the typical use. Depending on the scenarios which you're using and your user habits, of course it will depend on what you're using for and how you're using it, so therefore it will increase or decrease based on that. The charging port is the magnetic charging thimble. The watch is water resistant, so you can go and dive in 5 ATM under, so it's around 50 meters under the water. The new wearable comes in 4 colors, icy white, lava red, mint green and the graphite black. The good news is you can already order the Watch GT2e from Amazon. I have already shared with you the discounted links in the description below, so hope you can get a good price on your retail. Now for the final verdict. Huawei continues to deliver sturdy smartwatches that can compete with the very best on the battery life and features. The choice between the GT2 and GT2e comes down to personal preference, but I do prefer the sportier look and the feel of the new version, and you do get more RAM. The Huawei Health app remains a good rich feature fitness assistant, especially for those who own a Huawei or a Honor smartphone. The complication with HMS Core and the application gallery, however, make the GT2e far from a simple setup option for those who just started out with a full-fledged smartwatch. If you're looking for a sports watch that can track your activities accurately and is both slim and light, I would recommend looking at the Huawei Amazfit range. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I would like to hear your thoughts, put that in the comments below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's time to subscribe. So every week we have new videos coming out which will be more effective. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.